There's one tiny 2-second thing this new AI just learned to do that no machine has ever pulled off convincingly. And once you hear it, you'll get why some people are about to forget they're even talking to software. And once you hear it, you'll get why some people are about to forget they're even talking to software. It's not that it got smarter, it's that it got warmer. Stick with me. I'll tell you exactly where it's great and where you should be a little careful. Welcome back to the AI Guide. I'm David. So here's what happened. Last week on July 8th, OpenAI, the ChatGPT people, rolled out something called GPT-Live. And unlike most of these big AI launches, this one went out to everybody, free accounts included. So if you've got the ChatGPT app on your phone right now, you can probably try this today for free while you watch. And real quick, if you like it when somebody test drives this stuff and gives you the honest version, hit subscribe. That's the whole channel. Also, please like and share and support us on Patreon. Okay, back to it. So what actually changed? Here's the old way. You'd talk to ChatGPT's voice, you'd stop, it would think, then it would talk. Back and forth like walkie-talkies, one person at a time. And it worked, but it always felt like you were waiting for a turn. It never quite felt like a real conversation. GPT-Live throws that out. This new version can listen and talk at the same time. Now it says, there it is. While you're still talking, it goes, yeah, little sounds, the exact things a real person does to show they're following you. Under the hood, it's making a decision many times every second. Should I talk? Should I pause? Should I just stay quiet and let them finish? That's what you and I do without thinking. A machine has never really done it before. Now you might be thinking, David, it's a grunt. Who cares? Here's why it matters. That little is the difference between talking at something and talking with someone. It's the thing that makes your brain relax and forget there's a machine on the other end. And that changes what these things are actually good for. Preview of that at the end. So let me give you the honest tour. The good and the be careful. The good is real. Think hands-free. Picture it. You're halfway through a recipe, hands covered in flour, and you just ask, hey, how much garlic? It answers. You ask a follow-up, and it's a conversation. Not you barking commands at a robot. That's the whole shift. It's great for practicing a language too, because it can jump in and correct you like a patient tutor. And for a lot of folks who never loved pecking at a tiny phone keyboard, some of you watching, this one's a real gift. You just talk. Voice is about to replace typing for a whole lot of everyday computer stuff. And the killer app is coming in a second, just wait. And the people who get comfortable talking to it first are going to have a big head start. One more thing that surprised me. It can hold a thread for a 30-40 minute conversation without losing the plot. And when you ask it something genuinely hard, it quietly hands that part off to a bigger, smarter model in the background while it keeps chatting with you. So there's no awkward dead air. So that 2-second thing I promised you at the start, that's it. That's the whole trick. It sounds small, and technically it kind of is, but it's the exact detail your brain uses to decide this feels like a person. Which brings me to the be careful part, and I'd be doing you a disservice if I skip this part. Here's the thing. It feels like a person. It is not one. And the warmer these get, the easier it is to forget that, especially for a kid or for a parent who's a little lonely and suddenly has something that always listens and always sounds glad to hear from them. That's not a reason to avoid it. It's a reason to walk in with clear eyes. Talk to it, enjoy it. Just remember it doesn't know you. It doesn't care about you the way a real person does. And nothing is private. It all still goes to the company's servers. This is public, folks, so you don't want to talk about super personal stuff to this thing. And if you've got older parents or kids using this, same simple rule I gave you in the scam video. Have a family word. If a voice ever calls claiming to be family or asking for money or something urgent, you ask for that word. Voices are getting very easy to fake now, and it sounded just like them isn't proof anymore. So, that tiny that kicked off this whole video, it's a small sound, but it's the moment the machine started to feel like company, and it's the thing to sit with. The most important AI change this month wasn't a smarter answer. It's a warmer voice that's genuinely useful, and it's a little bit worth keeping an eye on. Both can be true. Go try it. It's free. It's on your phone. Just walk in knowing what it is and what it isn't. And here's the huge reveal I promised. This is a necessary, essential step to a genuine home assistant or rapid robotic adoption. Why? Now you can have these things in the home, your personal AI assistant that does everything for you, and a robot to do all your household chores, and you talk to it naturally. It's seamless. This is actually a huge step toward perfecting the personal AI assistant, the personal robot, and AGI. So if this helped, like it, subscribe, share, and please support us on Patreon. We need your financial support to grow the channel to the next level. Your small dollar monthly contribution of $5, $2, or even just $1 really helps the channel grow. I'm David. This is the AI Guide.